The biggest thing they find, you see how you have a very sharp break right here, Yokneam? You have that break because there's a wall right here, underground. And here from the aerial you can see it. That is the Iron Age wall. Matter of fact, we're looking from an aerial view of what I showed you earlier. So you remember the road that runs along the wall and the house right here? This is Iron Age, King David's time. What's interesting about the wall is that it has an outer wall and an inner wall. It's what they call a casemate wall with rooms in between. What is a casemate wall? A wall with rooms inside of it. Any guess why they might do that? Outer wall, inner wall with these nice spacious rooms? Well, it seems like it'd be easier to breach it if you have a hole inside rather than a solid wall. What's that? No, probably not archers because solid walls generally. If you were actually building the wall, there's about a 45-foot slope from the ground up to this level. So imagine you're having to carry stones up to this level, 45 feet, vertical slope. Carry a 40, 50-pound stone, put it in the place, and then go back and get another one. Then you get another one. You get another one. What are you going to begin thinking about after you've carried about 300 or 400 of those stones? What's going to go through your mind? Is there any way to build this wall with fewer stones, right? Because fewer stones mean fewer times you have to climb that slope. And so this is a design that allows you to build a large, thick wall that's just as strong, honeycomb type wall with fewer stones. And also you have this nice storage space. If you want to put your comic books in there. Now people would live in these. These could be rooms where people would live. Not very spacious, but they could live there. This is Annabelle, here to give you an idea of the scale of this. So the walls aren't very high because this isn't the wall itself. If you're wondering, my goodness, what does it keep midgets out? No. No, it's this is just the foundations for the wall. The walls themselves are probably 40 feet high or so, and they were made out of mud brick, sun-dried mud. And so all of the brick have now rotted in the sun, have fallen to pieces into the soil. So when you're excavating through the soil, you're excavating through the walls that have disintegrated now. And this is just the stone foundations. All right, this is a casemate wall at Hadzor. So we're in a different location now, but you see the same precept. Outer wall, inner wall with chambers in between. And these connecting walls to help reinforce the two, hold them together. What do you call this wall? What kind? What's the term that archaeologists use? Casemate. Casemate wall. This is the monastery of St. Catherine's at Mount Sinai in the Sinai Desert. I like to use it as an illustration of what the walls look like. They're about this high. There's some people for scale. And so what you're looking at is just the foundation stones here at the base. This is how high the walls are. And you can see that the structures are built into the wall itself. And each of these rooms are a place where the monks live, monk cells. They began St. Catherine's, I think, around 600 AD. So it's about a 1,500-year-old monastery. Remember in biology when you studied cells, cell structure, and you had the microscope and you looked at, and the cells had little squares and they're all connected little squares, cells? The scientific term for cells in plants actually came from those rooms, which they call cells. So they call these rooms cells. They're the monk's cells, and they look like plant cells. So that's how they made the connection. St. Catherine's. And there's a library there, very ancient library. One of the biblical texts was found there, Textus Sinaiticus. Ever done any textual criticism? Codex Sinaiticus. That was found at the library there at St. Catherine's, Sinai.